archaeology and the newspaper archive. I'll do a quick rope trick. For those that don't know me, I prefer the sleight of hand than something you go by. Like, I practice and practice and practice tying knots and untying knots. And so I do this. I'm a teacher in Duluth, Minnesota. I do this for my students. I go up and I tie a knot and I show them how quickly I can untie it. And immediately the kids, the next day they bring like a rope with like 9,000 knots. Untie this. And so, I was all prepared. It's like I heard they were going to do this. And so I had another piece of rope down below the table. And I just went, "You want me to untie these knots?" And I pull a little switch. I go, "There." It's like, to my students now, I'm famous. I can untie knots really fast. I can also tie them. Even something as simple as your shoes. You make a loop, you wrap it around, you make another loop, you pull it through. I know it's nothing to brag about, but keep in mind I live in Duluth, Minnesota. There's nothing else to do in the winter. We got a foot of snow 2 days ago. So I practice tying knots when I'm not researching. A bow knot, tying your shoes. I'll show you how fast it can be done. Somebody say go. Too late. That's pretty fast. If you can't tie your shoes that fast, if you ever had your shoelace come through the loop, if it comes through the loop, you pull and you get a big knot. The tighter you pull, the tighter it gets. You don't want to get it so tight you cannot untie it. I could still untie that. It's still loose enough to untie, but Houdini, being an expert at this, would practice untying it even faster. Let me demonstrate. Somebody say go. That's all fast. It's easier. Don't bother untying it. No, thanks, Ron. I'll give you the $1. No, just kidding. You take a piece of rope. I'll show you how he did that. Again, it's just a matter of practice. You make a loop. You pull the end through. That's an overhand knot. And once you pull the overhand knot a little bit tighter, you wrap another rope around it, and the most amazing thing happens. The knot changes. It changes to a knot that slides up or down. When you blow on it like that, it becomes a jumping knot and actually jumps to the other rope. Thank you. Not only does it jump, it slides. I don't like it when it slides. I think it's a lot better when it jumps. But it slides or jumps. But the best part is when it slides or jumps, it actually can vanish inside the rope. It doesn't look like it's gone, but it really is inside the rope. Which explains why I used red rope. Little thing by Houdini. Thanks, Mark. Perfect.